Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. How deep does the Ripple and XRP ecosystem go? We are learning new information every day. First, I wanted to start off with Matthew Liny's tweet here. So this is Matt on Twitter at Matthew Liny. Here are a couple of screen grabs detailing the Microsoft Azure and R3 Corda ecosystem. So he posted this here announcing Corda Enterprise on Azure blockchain service. And so Azure is Microsoft's baby, now integrated with Corda Enterprise. And guys, as you know, R3 Corda does settle in XRP. So this is all part of the ecosystem, demonstrating some of the partners here that are with Azure. And by extension R3, so we have Accenture, KPMG, Infosys, LTI, Blockchain.io, PwC. A lot of these names are very recognizable. We even got Xbox down here, the NASDAQ, GSK, huge pharmaceutical company. We got Starbucks, the World Bank, and some other recognizable banks here, HSBC, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, JP Morgan up here, guys. So the list just grows and grows and grows. And there was a report that just came out recently with regards to forecasting blockchain adoption. And, if you dig a little deeper, you can see the connections to Ripple and XRP. Guys, I'm going to get to that in a second. But first, wanted to show you more proof that the ecosystem is growing. Albeit, we're not hearing news directly, but sometimes you just have to dig. You have to kind of see where the links are with the partnerships. And this one from Stephen Bull from the Diep at DiepSan on Twitter. People have been asking for proof. SCB, the new international payment service for corporate customers using blockchain technology, will be implemented in all CLMV and Southeast Asian countries by this year. I'm assuming they mean 2020. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what CLMV is, that is Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam, and Southeast Asian countries. So this here from Siam Commercial Bank, the service will be implemented in all CLMV and South Asian countries by this year. This is an actual report here from their website. Stephen Diep posted this on his Twitter. So for the report, guys, I will link this tweet in the description. You can see the report here. He's got a link here attached to the tweet. And Siam Bank, guys, for those of you who do not know, Siam Bank set to increase their dependency on Ripple's XRP. There was this thing a couple of months ago where they had stated, I think in a tweet, that they were going to use XRP, but then they corrected themselves that they weren't going to be actually using XRP at that particular moment, but they are signed on as a Ripple customer, and they do plan on using XRP in the future. Of course, XRP is the next logical step. A lot of people ask, why would these companies use XRP if they don't have to use XRP? Well, a lot of them have signed up for Ripple technology because it's the gateway into that cryptocurrency revolution. We don't have clear-cut regulations right now. Okay, in some countries we do, but others we don't. And so Ripple didn't want to sit back and wait for cryptocurrency regulations to pass. What Ripple is doing instead is they are signing on banks now, getting them hooked with Xcurrent. That was the plan from the beginning. Get them hooked with something that they know they could implement right away because it wouldn't go against laws and regulations. So they got them hooked on Xcurrent. And now the next logical step is XRP adoption, ODL, on-demand liquidity. And so some of these banks are experiencing this now. Some are still waiting. Anyway, all this to say that the Siam Bank is looking to continue to implement adoption in the regions that they are most prominent in, namely the CLMV countries and Southeast Asia. So that's really great. I saw this from Ant1 on Twitter. That's at Ant159694954 on Twitter. Real-time remittances in play for Earthport with Ripple Labs deal. And guys, Earthport, we haven't heard from them in a while, but real-time remittances really heating up here. Guys, I will link this in the description. If you want to read the article in its entirety, I will read this highlight here though. Through Earthport's partnerships with countries, local banks, and clearing systems, its clients can send funds into another person's bank account without going through a correspondent bank. Earthport currently offers its services in, get this guys, 60 countries with 20 more coming soon. And if you guys don't know how big Earthport is, they are humongous. Earthport serves banks, money transfer businesses, e-commerce companies, and payment aggregators. Its clients include 2 of the top 4 global banks and 4 of the top 20 US banks. Bank of America, HSBC, Western Union, Zoom, and American Express all use Earthport services. Not only that, guys, we know Visa purchased Earthport just last year. December 28th, 2018 was the date of this article. So not only is American Express on board, Visa is on board as well. Earthport, that is a biggie. R3 and Earthport are, I think, really what's going to set the world ablaze with Ripple and XRP domination within the next few years. Now, I saw this article here, guys, and this with regards to global blockchain in telecommunications and post services. And this is the Market 2019 report. And so they say here, global blockchain in telecommunications and post services market report identifies the assemble estimation of the market, including industry analysis, size, share, growth, trends, outlooks, and forecasts for 2019 to 2026. So this, I guess, was published earlier this year. But guys, even if we look at from 2020 to 2026, we are seeing the industry grow. Again, I think 2019 was that transformative year. There are a lot of moving parts to this. Some governments are moving faster than others, obviously, within the blockchain industry, cryptocurrency regulation, but we're on pace for growth in the coming decades. So the report studies historical data, facts, attentive opinions, current growth factors, and market threats with competitive analysis of major blockchain in telecommunication and post-services market players, value chain analysis, and the future roadmap. So the essential objective of this report is to gain the comprehensive understanding of the market in terms of its definition, segmentation, market potential, influential trends, and the challenges that the market is facing. In-depth research and analysis has been covered to offer key statistics on the market status of the market manufacturers. The report also covers the competitive landscape and a corresponding detailed analysis of the major players operating in the market. So guys, to me, that is the takeaway. Who are the major players and how is this going to affect the landscape in the coming 7 years from, let's say, 2020 to 2026? Well, they identify some of the major players here, major industry player profiles that included by blockchain and telecommunications and post-services market research report. So guys, here we have it. First off the bat, IBM, we know they have a partnership with Stellar and XLM. Okay, let them have it. But let's keep going on, guys. Earthport, we know Earthport and Visa, we just talked about this, obviously going to be using Ripple technology, signed on as a Ripple client last year. So that's big. We have Coinbase. Now, I don't know, I'm on the fence with this. Have Coinbase and Ripple officially announced anything more than listing XRP on their custody exchange for professionals? I'm not entirely sure. Coinbase is trying to get into this space with the big players. We know Microsoft Azure has their R3 connection, which we discussed earlier on here, right? Announcing Corda Enterprise on Azure blockchain services. I couldn't find any information, guys, on Blockchain Tech Ltd or Juniper Networks. I don't know if you guys know more information about those companies, but Accenture. So we know Accenture. This is from Accenture's website, by the way. Accenture, real-time cross-border commercial payments using DLT. They talk about the Ripple solution. They also give banks recommendations on how they can actually start using DLT. Essentially, what I see is pimping out Ripple's software to get on the network so that they can all function seamlessly. I also saw that if we get out of here, you can see that Accenture is part of the customers that are joining the Microsoft Azure blockchain integration. So Accenture, check on the list. ATOS SE, ATOS is part of WORLDLINE. And guys, I don't know if you remember, but WORLDLINE, I did a video on this a few months ago. So WORLDLINE, ATOS e-payments services, but WORLDLINE, guys, WORLDLINE is a partner and recognized contributor, Ripple, etc. So ATOS and WORLDLINE connected to Ripple and XRP as well. We've got SAP, SAP SE. And so guys, I talked about this just yesterday. SAP, Ripple and SAP collaborate on international settlements using the blockchain. So yet again, another Ripple connection. This again from October of last year. And the numbers keep growing and growing, guys. And finally, Bitfury Group here, guys. And let's not forget, these are the major industry players' profiles. So these are the major guys in the space. Bitfury. This back from August 2017, the Bitfury Group and Ripple advance interoperability with the Lightning Network. So these guys together back in 2017 worked together to add Lightning Network capability to the open source Interledger project. So Interledger is a protocol of interoperability, connecting payment networks or ledgers, enabling frictionless payments between them. The Bitfury Group and Ripple collaborated to make the Lightning Network compatible with the 7 other networks currently connected via the Interledger protocol. And so guys, this is what it's all about, working together, making interoperability a central focus so that all these players can come to play that same game, namely the Internet of Value, namely what Ripple is striving to achieve in the space. I don't know what you think, but it's looking to me like the next decade is shaping up quite nicely for the industry that that is cross-border payments and transactions. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.